Welcome back to more Cake. Guess one badass edible art. I'm your girl Jelena, and today I made a Lion King cake. Just come here, just come here, just come here, just come here. Look what I did. I created a Lion King cake. Well, it's Simba. It's Simba from that time. The monkey drew it on the tree. Isn't he adorable? I mean, look at my face. Look how serious my face is. This cake is so cute. I am 100% in love with this cake. I know I say that about every cake. If you go back, I've literally said it about every cake, but I am in love with this cake. I'm really actually happy with it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I was looking for inspiration for what kind of cake I wanted to do for the Lion King. I looked up Simba and Lion King also on Pinterest, and I saw this cute photo right here, the nice little watercolor drawing that I saw, and I absolutely loved it and got inspired by it. So I went ahead and made myself a template, right? And that's provided to all my Patreons. So if you're a Patreon, you can get this template down at the link below. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the template out, and then I'm going to trace it onto my cake board. I'm just gonna use this cardboard that I had handy. Always have like extra cardboard on hand to make my own cake boards. And I have a final board that will finish it off on. And now that I have this all cut out, I'm gonna go ahead and trace this piece onto this piece to be the base for my cake. But I wanna make sure I cut it out just a little bit more bigger than the actual template, so that way I have room for like the buttercream when I put the buttercream on. Keep the scraps that you're cutting off because we may need them. Using my template, I'm going to go ahead and lay it on top of the cake, and then going to use a small paring knife. I'm going to go ahead and carve out my cake very slowly. Made sure my cake was nice and chilled. You want to put some buttercream down so the cake had something to adhere to. After the careful cutting, your cake should definitely resemble the template. Okay, now that my cake is nice and firm, I'm going to go ahead and carve down my edges so they can be a little more rounded. So I already did the body and crumb coated, and now what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut out the head part, because I want the head to be 2D-ish on top of the 2D-ish body. 2D-ish is not even a word, but you know what I mean. I want it to pop out a little bit more. Using the extra scraps that I had saved, that's why I told you guys to save your scrap, I'm going to go ahead and carve out the head. Sit this right on the head part. Make sure I lined it up good. It's probably only like ½ an inch high. It's not even a full inch. It's about ½ an inch high. And now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing I did with the rest of the body and round out the edges of the cake. Just taking my time. So now I want the nose part, so I'm gonna cut out where the eyes are I'm gonna cut out his nose. So he's looking like that now. And I'm just gonna cut out this shape. And I don't need it this thick, just so I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and cut this in half. Thank you to all my patrons out there for giving me such love and support. I really do appreciate you. If it wasn't for my patrons, I wouldn't be able to create tutorials like these on YouTube. They're the ones who support my YouTube tutorials and make it possible for me to put out more tutorials and videos just for you. Go over to my Patreon. You can see the link down below. What we're gonna do now is go ahead and cover this in fondant. The part that we wanna do first before we cover the whole thing in fondant is the gap between the tail and the ear part right here. I have a cake board already pre-covered in fondant. I'm gonna put a little bit of buttercream down and then place my cake right on top. Okay, I'm gonna use some of Edible Arts paints that they have. I have orange, red, yellow, and black and white to make it lighter and darker. And then I'm also going to use some of my Everclear alcohol to kind of thin it out, because of course I want it to be a watercolor effect. Now I'm gonna go ahead and paint this and take my time with this, and let's see how she turns out. Well, he, because it's Simba, duh. on Thursday. I really appreciate you oh so very much. I really, really do. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, notification bell at the bottom. Follow me on Instagram at yes_ma'am_sweets. It's down here somewhere. I put it there for your convenience, and the link is down in the description down below so that way you can just click it and put follow, so that way you're updated or you know what I'm doing on a daily basis. You can just go and check that out down there. All right, I'll check you guys out later. Bye. That way you are notified. That way you are. So that way you're notified. No. Simba, remember who you are.